Sridevi's mortal remains have been released by prosecution authorities in Dubai. They're likely to be sent for embalming soon. India Today is getting you all the latest from Dubai. Sridevi's mortal remains have been sent for embalming now. The process is likely to take about 3 to 4 hours, after which the body will be handed over to her family. We're being told there's a chartered flight that's on standby, in which the family will be bringing Sridevi's mortal remains back from Dubai. We have our executive editor Gaurav Sawant, who's with us live from Dubai. Gaurav, you're getting us the latest minute-by-minute developments. The body now being sent for embalming.
That's right. At the General Department of Forensic Sciences and Criminology here at Dubai, an ambulance has now moved in. There is some movement that we see. So this perhaps is an indication that the orders have now come in at this department. From here, the body will be taken for embalming. I spoke to an official at the Indian Embassy, at the consulate here, and at the Consul General, they seem to indicate that the effort is to expedite the entire process, so that now that there is an all clear from the prosecution department, the effort will be to ensure that the body can be repatriated to India as quickly as possible, which has been the family's request. It is understandable, as an official was telling me, that the families, one, they've lost a very loved one, and two, they've undergone the trauma of an investigation, which of course is the law of the land, which was required. And even as we speak now, there are members of the Indian, government and the Dubai administration who appear to have come here for the repatriation, for taking Sridevi's body from here, from the morgue, for embalming. So this is the latest that is happening at this point of time. The officials have now come into this building. We are standing right here as we watch these officials interact with their counterparts for the repatriation of Sridevi's body. So, for mortal remains. So perhaps in a couple of, less than a couple of hours from here, the body will at least move out from here for embalming, and then for the subsequent journey back to India, Simi.
Right, and Gaurav, the Khalij Times is reporting that even though the body has been handed over to for the embalming procedure, investigation likely to continue. The Public Prosecution Department will be carrying out further investigations. We're also being told that they've also recorded statements of Bonnie Kapoor and other people who may have seen Sridevi in Dubai in the hours leading up to her death.
Absolutely. As you and I were speaking just a short while back, Bonnie Kapoor's statement has been taken. The first responders, those who were the first to respond to that emergency call once, Sridevi was found in an unconscious state in the bathtub, their response, their statement, also the statement of the police at that point of time, all of that has been recorded by the prosecution department. But that is, the investigations will continue parallelly. Parallel investigations will continue. But at this point of time, the prosecution department is of the opinion that the body need not be retained here for more investigations. And the body, that's why, is now being, sent out of here for embalming and then to the airport for his journey back to India.
All right, Gaurav, stay on with us. Let's play out that live report that was sent by Gaurav Sawant from Dubai a short while back. And Gaurav, stay with us. We're going to come back to you.
The prosecution department has given a green light. They have ordered the release of Sridevi's body. So the body is lying here at the mortuary behind me. Now that the prosecution has given the Dubai police station the green light, they will now release the body. It will now go for embalming and then for its subsequent journey back to India. So this is the big story. As of now, the prosecution says the body can be released by the police. Does this mean they suspect no foul play? Well, the indication is that they do not want to retain the body anymore and that the body will be released. So now her passport will be cancelled, the body will be sent for embalming. That process takes a couple of hours and subsequently the body can be repatriated to India. Gaurav Sawant in Dubai for India Today.
Almost 3 days after her death at a hotel in Dubai, Bollywood superstar Sridevi's mortal remains will finally be handed over to her family after the embalming process, following which they will be brought back to India. This after the Dubai prosecution ordered the release of Sridevi's mortal remains. The Dubai police has now handed over the clearance letters to the Kapoor family. We believe that Bonnie Kapoor, Arjun Kapoor and Sanjay Kapoor are in Dubai to receive her body. Dubai police have also told India today that the embalming process and the paperwork is likely to take another 4 to 5 hours, following which the body will be released to the family, who will be bringing it back to Mumbai for the last rites. We have Vidya, who's with us live from Mumbai. We have Gaurav Sawant, who's with us on the phone line from Dubai, who's been getting us the latest in investigations. We have Sushant Mehta, entertainment editor, who's with us live from our studios. Sushant, it's been an anxious wait for family members. Almost 3 days after her death, the family will now be sent for the embalming process. It's been a harrowing time for the family as well. Arjun Kapoor, in fact, has been closely tracked. He flew to Dubai only earlier today, which means that the family was aware of the timeline.
Yes, Seema, a huge sigh of relief, as I said, because all of these conspiracy theories were doing rounds, especially on social media, how Sridevi passed away, under what circumstances. Remember, 21st was the last social media videos and pictures that we saw of Sridevi, post which Bonnie Kapoor and Khushi came back to India. On the 23rd, he attended a summit in Lucknow, Bonnie Kapoor, and on the 24th, he went back, as we've heard, to surprise her. 24th is the day that she also passed away, as we heard, in an accidental drowning. Initially, reports coming in that there was a cardiac arrest. Later on, those reports rubbished, and now we hear that it has been an accidental drowning. But what was the sequence of events? When did Bonnie meet her? What happened exactly at the Emirates Towers? I think Bonnie Kapoor, whenever he decides to come in front of the world and speak about it, I know this is a very, very sensitive time, but I think we will know then we'll get a clearer picture of what actually transpired. But as of now, what we are seeing, a thorough investigation done, all the paperwork, and now it's going to be in order. The passport is going to be cancelled, embalming of the body. So I think foul play can be ruled out. I think that's safe to say, but Gaurav can tell you better.
Absolutely. We have Gaurav Sawant, who's been reporting from Dubai, getting us the latest on the story. We have Sushant Mehta, who's with us live from our studios. Vidya is outside Anil Kapoor's residence in Mumbai. In fact, Sridevi's daughters Janvi and Khushi are also at Anil Kapoor's residence. Vidya, it's been a long wait for the family, and we believe it's likely to be brought back to Mumbai later tonight. The last rites likely to be conducted only in morning, because according to tradition, you don't have a cremation after sunset.
Well, it certainly is. As of now, it all depends on when, Sridevi's mortal remains actually reach here, along with Bonnie Kapoor and Arjun Kapoor, who have been there to look at the entire formalities of completing the procedure. But it certainly is that the preparations have been underway for the last couple of days. In fact, the mortuary, everyone had known that the body would be in mortuary for some time. In fact, when we had spoken to people who were coming out of Anil Kapoor's residence after meeting the family, they had all said that it would take about 2 to 3 days, and so the family had certainly known that the procedure would extend for at least that time, and which is the reason why they were totally prepared for it. Though the crematorium had been booked where this entire cremation is likely to take place. That has those people have been told over there that it would be any time now, but certainly it all depends on the procedure that is going to happen from now on. The entire body will have to be brought in cargo, and which is one of the reasons why this filling up the forms for entire as Gaurav was also saying, that the entire passport will have to be cancelled. These are minor hassles now for the family. Most of it is now being done, since it is majorly the investigating authorities in Dubai as well as the public prosecutor's office who were holding up the body, and after their clearance now, it will be probably just a couple of hours from now that we'll really see the body being boarded onto a flight where ultimately it will be brought to Mumbai. But at this moment, yes, we just saw a couple of stars who just entered. In fact, Akshay Kumar as well as Madhur Bhandarkar just went inside the house at Anil Kapoor's residence, where Janvi and Khushi have been lodged since the last couple of days. And certainly the family is together at this time of grief, and the extended family, that is the Bollywood, they too have been extending their hand around the families. They're trying to help out in this moment of need, this moment of emotional need, and offering their condolences. So certainly the entire the big Bollywood family at this moment waiting together for Sridevi's mortal remains to be brought back to Mumbai so that her cremation can take place whenever it reaches after that.
Absolutely, the film fraternity, they're coming together as a family. They've been gathering at Anil Kapoor's residence. Last night's likely to be conducted tomorrow is what we're being told. Paperwork and the embalming process in Dubai will take about 4 to 5 hours. Let's take a look at this report being sent to us by Abhishek Sen Gupta of Khalij Times.
The CGI, or the Consulate General of India's official Twitter handle, has just announced that Sridevi's body will be released today. So that brings to an end a long, winding sort of road. There were a lot of confusions, there were a lot of speculations, there were a lot of drama, but it brings to an end all of that. Right now, Sridevi's body will be released according to the official Twitter handle of the Consulate General of India. This means that the prosecution has given the go-ahead to the Dubai police, who will now hand over the papers to the Kapoor family so that they can get the body from the mortuary where I am standing right now. I'm standing in front of the mortuary right now. So the Kapoor family will claim the body from the mortuary behind me, and then they'll proceed to the embalming unit in Muhaisna before her body will be flown to Mumbai. So that is the update that we've got right now. We'll come back with more as and when the news breaks out.
India Today's reporters getting us latest developments from Dubai. Our executive editor Gaurav Sawant is there, and he's been getting us the latest developments on this story. Gaurav, hours to go before the family before Sridevi's body is finally handed over to Bonnie Kapoor and Sanjay Kapoor. Of course, you're telling us that the embalming process, of course, itself will take about 3 to 4 hours, and there's still a lot of paperwork that's left.
Even as we speak, Sini, more officials have now arrived here at the Department of Forensic Sciences and Criminology, the Forensic Medicine Department of the Dubai government. The body is likely to be loaded onto the ambulance. The hearse, it's just gone in. And I think it's just the final paperwork that is pending at this point of time before the body is then taken from here for embalming. But I spoke to officials at the Consulate General, and they said now the effort is, and perhaps that is why officials have stepped in. They are trying to see that in case there are any, any roadblocks, they can quickly be removed. In case there is any paperwork to be done, that can quickly be done for the body to be sent as quickly as possible. So we've been asked to step back from where we were just a short while back. Perhaps that's because the mortal remains will now be loaded onto the hearse and then taken for embalming. So that's the latest on ground zero. There's another set of officials who are there at the department where the embalming will take place. Subsequently, just a short while back, I had spoken to Vipul, India's Consul General here at Dubai, and he said all effort is to ensure that everything is done quickly, following due process, and all efforts being made to ensure that the family is not put to any discomfort as the body is repatriated back to India. Simi.
Gaurav Sawant there reporting from the Dubai Police Headquarters, telling us that the body will now be sent for embalming. The entire process likely to take about 4 to 5 hours. There's also a bit of paperwork that's still left, following which Sridevi's mortal remains will be handed over to her family. Sushant Mehta is with us live from our studios. Sushant, it's been an anxious wait, not just for fans, but for Sridevi's immediate family as well. And of course, fans of the superstar last remember her for her scintillating performance in English Winglish, where she came back to the big screen after a gap of almost 15 years.
English Winglish and Mom last year, Simi. I mean, that was an incredible performance as well. Class performer, her range is, it is incomparable. This woman's range was incomparable. At a very young age, she learned both Tamil and Telugu. Her father was a Tamil gentleman. Mother came from Andhra Pradesh, so she knew both the languages. proficient in all languages, all the southern languages. She ruled the industry when she was just 15, 16 years old. She became the #1 actress in the South when she was 15, 16. She joined the Hindi film industry then. You know, Solva Sawan didn't do very well, but then Himmatwala with Jitendra, and then Tofa, backed it up with Tofa, and going on from there. I mean, you see what this woman did for the film industry. She paved the way for new artists. You talk about Deepika Padukone being paid more than Ranveer Singh today. She was the highest paid actor. You know, she was being paid more than her male co-stars. And I mean, just incredible range. How many superstars do you know who can outshine, outclass the versatility of Kamal Hassan in a Sadma, and who can overpower, you know, cross the star power of a Rajnikant in a Chalbaz? I mean, Chalbaz, you look at Chandani. She was the preferred actress in her generation, #1 actress who paved the way for the Raveena Tandons of the world, Madhuri Dixit, Juhi Chawla. She showed them, you know, she was the torchbearer of females in the industry, and what a legend, absolute legend, Sridevi. And as I said, youths have relief today. Now that the body will come back, you will see all those superstars, Kamal Hassan, Rajni, already in Mumbai. You've seen them at Anil Kapoor's residence. Akshay has reached today. You know, we saw Shah Rukh go there. So everybody respects this woman. Salman, as he very famously said, that she is the biggest superstar. When he was asked about who do you think is the biggest superstar, he said Sridevi was undoubtedly the biggest superstar that I have seen in my career.
Absolutely. The film industry fondly remembers Sridevi. She's actually recognized as the most successful pan-India star of all times. We have Mustafa Sheikh, who's with us live from outside Sridevi's bungalow in Mumbai. Mustafa, I believe her last rites likely to be conducted in Mumbai, probably tomorrow morning. What are the kind of preparations that you are seeing at her bungalow?
Of course, Simi, Bhagya Bungalow is the place where the last rites are to be expected, and behind us, as you can see, this white cloth, it says a lot about what is going to happen here. By the time the body arrives here, a lot of people will already be there, and hence there is a lot of barricading, security measures, and to respect the privacy of the family, the bungalow has been covered with a white cloth. In the center somewhere there is a place where the body can be kept for the close relatives to come here and to take a look at Sridevi for the last time before it moves to the crematorium in Vile Parle at Pawan Hans, and that's the preparation which at this point of time is happening. This is near 7 Bungalows, Versova area of Mumbai. This bungalow, as you can see, there will be a lot of crowd gathering, Simi, just in few hours as the news of body being released, and once it, you know, takes on the journey to come back to India, to Mumbai, people will, most of the close relatives and Bollywood celebrities who are waiting eagerly for last 3 days will start pouring in slowly. Simi, back to you.
Right, Mustafa, we're going to keep coming back to you for the latest. Mustafa, they're reporting from Bhagya Bungalow, where Sridevi's mortal remains are likely to be brought to. We're being told that her body has been sent for the embalming procedure, but speculation over the circumstances leading up to Sridevi's death continue. India Today, in fact, spoke to medical experts. Doctors said that this is an early stage to draw any conclusion on how exactly Sridevi died. Of course, details are also still very sketchy. Experts, though, believe it's difficult to drown in a bathtub, but not entirely impossible. A cardiac arrest has also not been ruled out completely in the case of accidental drowning.
You know, it's a wake-up call, and the wake-up call is the following: that we know that as we grow older, many things change inside our body, and the first thing that we should do is to have a checkup by the age of 30, where we can actually understand what are the internal parameters of our body, like the blood tests and the chest x-ray, treadmill test and things like that. So I think the important thing is that one should know about one's health, how to stay healthy, and environmentally, depending on the kind of job you have and the kind of life you lead, you need to take proper measures in moderation to keep yourself healthy. Given that, things may still happen to you, but if you have a genetic history, like your parents have heart disease or diabetes, you have to be doubly careful. And obesity is one of the biggest enemies one can find.
Okay, Dr. Ashok Seth, you've heard from Dr. Trehan. You know, as one of India's leading heart surgeons, what do you make of what we know in the public domain so far. On India Today, we're trying as hard as we can not to speculate. The report that's come out from Dubai, the media office, talks about accidental drowning. There's no mention yet of a cardiac arrest, and there's a bathtub. Now anybody who's been in a hotel bathtub will tell you that's not enough water to be able to drown. So how does somebody, even if there's a certain amount of alcohol in the system, how does somebody drown in a very small bathtub? Dr. Seth.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.